Hello, 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 and welcome back to another episode of the Compendium of Discomfort. Today, we will talk about something that's called the Nakanoshima Film Festival, and I go there every year during Golden Week. And every year I feel like, oh, I should mention this on here, and I don't, because I feel nobody ever will be able to watch these movies, but this year I feel like, let's just do it. If nobody watches, and nobody watches. These are the movies that played. I will talk about them each in a second, and just a little bit in general. It's a festival that's very small. It's all for free. You don't need to pay money to go there. You just there's a small island in Osaka, in the river, and there's an island in the middle of Osaka, in the river, and basically in Golden Weeks there's always a festival with like food, drinks, music, all the stuff, and like there's a hall where they do a small film festival. And like I said, you can go there, you can watch movies for free. Usually it's more short movies, it's more like amateur, semi-pro level, I would say. And usually they have like one feature film and a bunch of short movies, and usually the feature always wins. There's no chance a short movie ever wins. And like I said, over the years, I've been going there since, last 3-4 years, basically since after the pandemic. And, it just keeps getting more and more professional, if you look at the movies that are playing there. And, so this year, I would say, was actually quite high level. And, it was a bit of a surprise this time. We had 2 feature films, so in total they had only 7 movies. Usually it's, I think, 8. But this time 2 features, so they had one less. But then it's on 3 days. You can go there. Usually if you go 2 days, you can watch all movies. And you can vote for a winner. They get a little prize, some money. I forgot how much. But I guess if you're not a professional filmmaker, or even like in Japan, they don't earn that much money. So I guess everyone who joins this festival is happy about a bit of cash. And it's usually very enjoyable. And let's talk about the movies that played this year. The first one that I watched was A Return to My Blue. It's a documentary movie about some like disabled children, and I'm disabled in the sense like they can't even move or talk by themselves in many cases. So especially the protagonist of this, or the main character of this documentary, is a little boy who his body can't move. Now there's like some muscle issue. They showed some clips when he was a little child, and then he could still move, but as the body kept growing bigger, not strong enough. And I have no idea what this sickness is called. No idea, but it looks pretty, quite challenging to take care of such a child, because there's not much he can do by himself. And that's one point that I liked very much, just showing like the life of these kids and how the parents handle that, and how hard it can be to take care of such a child. And the other good point of this documentary is that effectively they don't go so hard on the we want to make people cry and feel like, oh my God, these poor children, because it's a documentary about these children who go to a desert island in Okinawa to have fun. And that's the main point. Everybody goes there to have fun, and they just do that, and there's no drama at all. There's nothing going on. It's just kids having fun, and most of them don't have that many opportunities to have that kind of fun. So it's quite touching. It's very nice. It's only 39 minutes long, and I just felt like, of course, the topic is very important and very interesting, especially this take on just letting the kids enjoy something nice. It's very nice to see. But besides that, it's a very normal documentary. I would expect that maybe on TV to make people feel good. Yeah. So nothing very special here besides the topic. But yeah, well done. The director usually works for NHK and does like big TV drama series and so on. So he knows how to make a movie. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this is on NHK someday, because why not? It's really cute and nice. And then we have something that has here the English title. I don't know who chose that English title, but here it's called Heaven Sent. In Japanese, it's called Aozora wa Tanko Shoku o Idaku. So like the blue sky embraces or holds in their arm the what is it called in English? Kind of pink. Yeah, kind of pink. And it's an animated movie, kind of animated movie. Most of the images are quite still. I mean, that's a little bit like you have a character in the background and then maybe that moves a little bit. Or, yeah, so it's mostly just images, but it's narrated by Tetsu Watanabe, who is actually quite famous because he was, for example, in Kurosawa's Dreams. He was in Shin Godzilla. He was in Hanabi's Honatine. He was in a lot of movies that you might have seen, and he had a voice acting role in Princess Mononoke. And then we have, for example, Sumi Shimamoto, who is like a veteran voice actress. She was in a lot of Ghibli movies like Nausicaa or Mononoke or Totoro. She was in Weathering with You, Castle of Cagliostro. A lot. She does a lot of voice acting. And yeah, so here you get some very nice voices to these mostly still images, and you get an interesting story about aliens coming to Earth, and one of them gets lost and meets a blind woman, and he helps her to see. Yeah, of course, he's technologically advanced, and at some point there's a lot of like racism and stuff, and at some point it just switches into one of the big famous Japanese myths or fairy tales, and that was quite a thing. I don't know if I liked that. I don't know if I think that's a very smart move. I think 2 years ago they had a very similar movie at the festival where aliens came to Earth, and I think in the end it turned out it's Nessie. I don't know if I like this approach, but it's a cute little movie. It's like 33 minutes long, and like I said, at least the voice actors are very good. Then we have what is it called? Zenin Good Samaritan is a 28-minute movie by a director who's called Miyatani, and he's usually more of an actor. He was, for example, in His or The Alien Artist, which I liked very much. I liked both very much, and some other stuff as well. And here he directed. He seems to be a very unique character. The fun thing is at this festival, like this time, every movie had some people coming there to do some little talk. So he was there, and one of the actors was there, and he seems like a little unique person, but very interesting and fun. Would like to have a talk with him someday. Anyway, so this is a movie about an aspiring actor who has some job at a funeral company, and he meets another guy, and this other guy basically takes care of homeless people, and then he starts questioning his approach to life and stuff like that. I don't know. I wasn't too impressed by that. It's one of these movies that you watch of, that was a solid movie, and not a quite super interesting take, like, hey, society should take care of people. That would be nice. Sure. Can't disagree with that. So, More interesting was a movie that's called Mawari Mawaru. So something about, rotating. And it's a movie by a director whose name is Hayato Otogi. And I think features at least one actress. No, probably I'm wrong. I thought there was someone we might know, but not. I think one of them is a kind of idol, but anyway, it's basically two friends who meet at a playground where they used to play, and there's this ball-shaped spinning carousel thingy, and they sit in there, and then it turns around while they talk about past love and stuff, and suddenly one of them is a child, and then there's like time travel moving throughout this, and it's just a very cute thing. It's very nice. It's short. It's pretty much on point, and I just like this innovative time travel take because it's just one take. They just go through with it in one take, and it works very well. It's very cute. It's very nice, and that's more the kind of movie that gets there quite often. Then we have Chikakte Toi Oyako, so near but far, maybe. Father or parents and children here. It's more like father and child. It's a movie by Shintaro Tanaka, who actually did a movie that I have seen that's called The Maverick, played at a festival in Germany some years ago. And it has some actors who you might have seen. One of them is Hideyuki Kawahara, who is like the typical B-movie direct-to-video Yakuza movie actor. So he's in some of the unification of Japan movies. So that's where I have seemingly seen him but don't remember. And there's another guy whose name is Johnny Kado Kuda, who seemingly did some other movies, but I don't know. Anyway, so this one was really, really hard to watch for me. It's 95 minutes long, and it's about this cop who has a daughter who is not his daughter because it's his brother's daughter, but he takes care of her because his brother once killed someone and now is an alcoholic and generally problematic person, and the daughter was traumatized when that happened, and all these things, which is basically not so bad setup, because then you have this whole story: will father and child someday get back together? The problem here is that first this police dude protagonist is just the shadiest, most annoying, embarrassing, no more cringeworthy character I've ever seen. I would guess the actor does his job well, but I don't know if the job that he does is well written. No, it's really, really terrible, because on the one hand, he makes crazy deals with guys who basically look for prostitutes, and of course he will try to get the daughter in this business, even though she's a high schooler. Yeah, they say it's a papakatsu, like going out with older men and getting money from them, but of course at some point there's like this is involved too. So basically prostitution. And so this cop guy, works somehow with this guy, but rips him off at the same time. And then, he settles a small dispute at his brother's workplace with, basically violence, and he gets really angry at his wife when she said something that he didn't like, but this just makes her like him even more. It's all so terrible to watch. Like, there's a scene where he basically just grabs her and is like, really, really angry at her. And I felt like, okay, this is quite a dramatic moment where their relationship gets in trouble. But no, she's just like, oh my God, I love you so much. And one scene earlier or later, he talks about his big magnum, even though he's probably the tiniest dude around. So he needs to talk about his big magnum. I don't know. It's all very, very cringeworthy. And then him and his wife wear these like knit full body suits, which just striped and looks terrible. It's just all also. It's like a movie, a very uncool movie about uncool middle-aged man for uncool middle-aged man. Like the wife of the protagonist is way too attractive for this terrible guy, but probably they want to tell the even more terrible guys like, hey, look at him, he can get this very beautiful wife who even loves him when he gets really mad at her. You can be like that too. I don't know. It's all really terrible and awful. And I mean, the way it's produced, it's like a standard like direct-to-video movie. It's okay, but just I don't know. So there was a guy behind me. He was probably a very uncool middle-aged man who laughed his ass off and really, really liked this movie. I don't get it. Just ugh. And then we have my two favorites. We have A Walk with You, Sampo Michi. 16 minutes, just on point, perfect length for the story, about a man who owns a hotel, and he wants to have a dog, but his wife says, nope, you never take care of any pets. Who would take care of this dog? And to prove to her that he can take care of this dog, he's like, okay, for 2 weeks I will get the stuffed animal and take a walk with it to prove to you that I can take care of a pet. And wife says, 1 month. So he does it for 1 month. And of course, there's a more dramatic element to the story than it seems, but it's also cute and well done and beautiful. This whole area where they live, I think it's in Gifu, maybe Gifu. And it's also so beautiful, so gorgeous, so wonderful. And it's a very, very lovely, lovable movie. Very nice. And was my second favorite movie of the festival. My actual favorite was Echoes of Wings, it seems, in English. The Japanese title would be Watari Dori mo Kikoeru. So, what is migratory birds are like audible. It's possible to hear them. And yeah, this is probably the most professionally made movie. The director is called Tsumugi Terao, who has done 2 short films before when she was in university. And I think she's now like 26 or so. And this is her debut feature film. And very nice. And in the cast, we actually have some people who we know, because there's Ryu Ichinose, who was in, I think it's Behind the Flyer, the Gesuidos. He's this one fan that the band has, and he was in Ghost Killer and Baby Assassins Every Day. And actually, after I watched the movie, I saw him like hanging out in the lobby, and I was like, "Excuse me, sir, would you mind giving me an autograph? I'm so surprised that you would come here, and I'm a big fan," or something like that. And he was like, "Yeah, I can give you an autograph if it's on the flyer of this movie." And there's a flyer of this movie I have here. 2 signatures. One of the director and one is another actor. Because he was like, "Yeah, I can do that if it's on this flyer." And I was like, "Excuse me, sir, would be something from a different movie acceptable too?" And he said, "What did you bring?" And I was like, "Yeah, well, you were in this very gory, grotesque thing called Incomplete Shares." I asked him to sign this one, which is like, oh my god. Yeah, watch my video about that. It's the most disgusting, gory movie I've seen in a long time. And I watched this very beautiful, wonderful movie, and I'm like, "Excuse me, sir, could you sign this instead?" I'm very sorry, Mr. Ichinose. I just felt like, first, a pamphlet is nicer than a flyer, and second, the Incomplete Shares was basically his first time being a lead actor, and yeah, second time, first wins against second, even though probably second time is the movie that I prefer, actually. So sorry, yeah, please forgive me, but I thought I need that signed. Yeah, and the other actor who signs this one is Akira Takeuchi, who was in a movie that I have heard of. It's called The Bear Weight. And I asked him, like, because I didn't check what he did before asking him to sign. I just thought he's a very handsome dude who's good at acting and did a phenomenal job in this movie. So I just thought, hey, let's get him to sign as well. But then I researched, and he actually played tiny roles in Kitano's Kubi and in Last of the Wolves by Kazuya Shiraishi, which I have both seen. I just said to him, like, I feel like I have seen you before. Is there any chance that that happened? And he was like, "Nah, you haven't seen me." No, I have seen him twice. Probably he was barely visible, but he was in these movies. I have seen him. It is. I hope he makes more movies. Same with Ryu Ichinose. They both did a wonderful job here. But it's a very, very nice, beautiful movie about a guy who does a crime. It's not even, as far as I understand, it's not a big crime, but it's enough to be like a outcast. Yeah, not people don't want him around anymore, and he gets some. He doesn't feel comfortable in the big city anymore, so he moves to Fukui and tries to start a new life. And Fukui is very cold in winter. There's a lot of snow, and he gets this old house that comes with a dog. Yeah, and there's a very nice guy from the neighborhood who's just like, oh, let me in, I show you your house, and I explain it to you, even though I'm not welcome. And yeah, then they become very, very good friends. It has very strong BL vibes, but it's never clear. But for me, it felt very clear. But it's just two very beautiful men getting very close, at least emotionally, not physically. But if there was any fan fiction about this movie, it would be hardcore erotic. It's okay. There are two other guys. One is normally handsome, but the other one, he just gets a delivery or so, and he's so incredibly gay. It's wonderful. So almost all. Now, there are two categories of men in this movie. They're either old men and just like old people, like smart or grumpy, or the other categories like extremely hot, very gay-seeming men, and it's wonderful. It's great, and yeah, of course there must be some trouble with people finding out that he's a criminal and stuff happening there. But it's a very beautiful, very emotional, wonderful movie that I thought would definitely win the prize, because first, long movies always win, and second, the other one was just not that good, and suddenly the documentary about the disabled kids one, I was a little bit like, oh. I mean, of course, that's a topic that everybody is like, whew. And especially the second screening, they actually brought the boy and his family. I guess that gave people some extra emotional pressure to give the movie a good win. I can't imagine anyone being like, oh, this wonderful feel-good documentary about disabled kids doesn't get a good rating. I can't see that happen. I'm sorry. I would have decided differently, even though I liked the documentary. But yeah. Yeah, it's rare that the movie that I would have chosen actually wins. But yeah, that's life, I guess. Next time, Miss Tero, you can do it. Please make more great movies like this. Yeah, anyway, the Nakanoshima Film Festival, if you're ever in Osaka for Golden Week, I can only recommend it to just go there. And even if you have just a little bit time, enjoy the festival, get some food, look at some performances, and watch a movie inside, and then you can spend an hour or two very comfortably, I guess. Yeah, good. Yeah, that's it for today. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Do whatever you want to do. Watch maybe a good movie, and see you. Bye.